God damn it, Cecil.
Going to the graveyard? No, we're in the woods.
Alright, so we start with Hans and Adolf. You two. So I guess let me backtrack. As a poor DM, I forgot to set the stage. So, we sat with an email being sent out. It simply is titled MIA Camp, and it's sent to an email box. In the to section says Scott Crossfield, and we see an older gentleman. He looks to be in maybe his 70s or 80s as he clicks away at his computer and opens up the email that was sent to him. The email gives a brief description. It explains a national campground in Arizona where there is a campground, a gas station, and a fire lookout station controlled by the DNR. Scott Crossfield, the old man, looks over the email and sees that communication has been lost to the gas station, to the fire lookout, and to the campground. As he reads over it, he opens up a file in his desk, takes it out, starts to flip through the papers, picks up a phone, rings it, and there's a pause as he waits. There's a few rings, a ring, and then a click as he says, "Get me Hans." We cut. Hans, you've just picked up your brother. What sort of facility are you picking him up from? And describe your character in this moment.
Yeah. So, Hans, let me just describe him. He, clearly well-to-do. I really need to know what year is it?
You tell me.
I hope the 1920s, because that's...
As there's the clicking of an old-style typewriter.
There we go, that's what I like to see.
As 1923 appears on the screen. What location appears below it?
So the spot where I had to pick up my brother from was in Berlin, of course. A hometown, yeah. It's where we was both born from, yeah. So I have of course had to pick up my brother, as I look like a well-to-do somebody that's done hardly a lick of physical labor in their entire life. It's only been telling others what to do, really. But the day has finally come. It's time to take my brother out, yeah? And now we can take him out and to go explore the world, yeah? We can go explore the Americas. I heard the Americas are very beautiful this time of year, yeah? And now we can go and we take him out and then we go to first the national parks, yeah? That is where we'll go.
Of course, and a lot of this was paid for by an old college friend of yours.
Oh, good. What's her name?
Her name was
Bernice the bitch.
Bernice the Beautiful. As you get into your car, your brother, I assume, sits in the passenger seat next to you, and before he can sit down, you grab the envelope that has all the information and all of the tickets that she had provided for you. Obviously, you and her are fairly close, and she's very concerned for your brother. And as you flip through the papers that she's given you, it's a plane ticket to Arizona and some passes at a nearby campground in that area. As you're flipping through it, there is, at the bottom of it, a piece of paper, and it has an address, an Arizona address. And the address, and then the little note below it says, "Stop here along the way."
I see. Yeah. The work, it never ends. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So it be. We go on an adventure, brother, and then we go there. Yeah. Very excited.
Fantastic. So you turn the key in the car, put it into drive, and you take off, and you're probably Model T as you head to the fucking airport.
That's right. It's an Audi T.
Yeah. Well, you kickstart that bitch, take off, oil blasts you in the face. As the two of you putter off into the distance, we fade to black as we fade back into a smoking lounge as several individuals, all dressed in three-piece suits, smoking over some kind of glass contraption with tubes leading to the ends as people take a toke. You.
Yeah, boss.
Remind me, what's your name?
Stefano. DC.
What do you look like? I'm too high.
I'm a tallish man, in case you're blind, boss.
I am.
5'11".
That's tall.
Heavily combed over, maybe 5 frolics of hair on top. I had what looks like it was a once well-fitting suit, but now the bottom couple buttons are bursted as my beer belly, my bootleg moonshine beer belly is sticking out from the poor distillation of it. Lots of pit stains in my old 3-piece suit. My belt buckle it has holes in it, in case anyone is wondering.
That's hot.
They're for the belt buckle part. I'm about 42. I joined the mafia around 37. Hasn't been long.
Things are going good. He's eating better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
I've told the boss I've killed a few men, but that may have been by accident. I'm not the best driver.
He hasn't questioned it.
Yeah.
All right, Stefano.
Yeah.
There's an archaeological site in the place that used to be Arizona. Rumor has it, Bobby Slippums had a stash out there.
Isn't that like dinosaurs and shit?
Oh, it's pretty close. As he takes another toke off of the tube leading to the large glass tower with a small flame at the top.
Opium hookah.
Right.
I want you to head out there. Take only the essentials and try and find that there treasure. They say it's pre-calamity gold, but I'm not sure.
Pre-calamity gold.
Yeah. You think you can handle that?
I'll do I can do it, boss.
Anything for you,
Yeah.
boss.
I got faith for
Am
you.
I gonna get the good car?
No.
Take the beater.
The hover car isn't
Am I
working
gonna
right
get any
now.
help, or am I by myself?
You're gonna be by yourself.
The hover.
I'll do what I can.
All right.
I'll be back before you know it.
All right, I got faith in you. Here, take my lucky pocket knife.
I think I do have a pocket knife written down, actually.
There you go. Perfect.
They have fist, grapple, head.
I do. It's actually the first
10%
piece of
for you
gear I have written down.
So you know those butterfly knives that are like practice knives that
Yeah.
don't actually have an edge?
Yeah.
That's what he gives you. Here, take this.
All right.
It's been in the family for days.
I appreciate it, boss. I won't let you down.
You've said that
Flick it
before.
around.
Yeah, you cut yourself on a flat edge.
Yeah.
Take the ground-based car. We've only got one available right now, but it'll get you there.
All right. Can I get some of that before I go?
One toke, that's it.
Oh.
Take a
I
toke.
take it. Yeah.
You.
I inhale maybe like 2 seconds too deep,
Mhm.
like solid. I'm like, and I spittle all over it, enough to where like the little flame doing it kind of flickers a little bit.
All right, you've had
Where it
enough.
lands on the hot plate, it like burns a weird, funky, like reddish color.
Knocks it off, burns
Yeah.
the carpet.
Yeah.
Someone's play mat. So you head on out.
Roommate's gonna be pissed.
You head out. As you approach the door, it slides open automatically, and you see plenty of air-based vehicles flying by as you get into one of the only ground-based vehicles. As you push the push start and you take off, heading in the direction you're told to go.
Yeah.
Is
The
this
year 1924?
hell yeah? Is this pulp or regular Cthulhu? Did you look at the chat? I literally have the thing where you can see the chat now.
Oh shit, there is a chat.
Yeah. Respect your fucking chatters, Levi.
It would
Fucking
be
piece of
regular.
shit.
Regular, okay.
Yes. Someone's gonna have to fucking remind me that that's there, because I'm going to look past it.
It won't be me. I got music. I can't do that. Though. You got it, will you?
All right, and
Get
then
on
we've
Twitch,
cut
see if it's
to
working.
Bob Boss.
Oh, I changed my name to Jace Seagull.
God, fuck me.
In the 30 minutes that it took to get through the line, I've changed my name. Go ahead and click on their name and then go to properties, sir. You can do this. I have faith in you.
How the
Click on their name.
You got this.
properties
Levi.
all the way at the bottom?
Properties bottom left.
What the fuck did you say your name was?
Jace Seagull.
Seagull. That sounds nearly
nice
like a
little
chicken
ponytail.
wuss.
Yeah, he does. He's got a long rat tail.
God damn it. Does he know karate?
He says he
thinks
does.
Damn it. Alright, Jace.
I changed my name.
Sup? My backstory may not work with the time period that you decided
Oh,
upon.
no, trust me, it will. So, Jace, you and your team are getting aboard the helicopter. You've gotten a call that a nearby fire here in Arizona is spreading rapidly, and it's quickly approaching a campground. So, you and your team have boarded the helicopter. You're flying towards the fire. There is a copyrighted song about a fortunate child of some
Flying.
kind.
Yes.
As the helicopter's going, your partners look at you, they're checking their gear, and your captain looks at you. What is your captain's name?
Blaine, gym leader.
Blaine looks at you, and he puts on his air mask.
Yeah.
Jace, are you ready?
Yes, Captain.
Alright, we're gonna jump in 3, 2, 1, and then he jumps. You
Free
jump as well?
parachute.
Yes.
Alright, as you jump, give me a survival check.
Oh, hell yeah. Get off on those.
Is there even survival on there?
That is a 3.
Which is a pass.
Yep.
Yes.
You want
Which is
that?
under 95, so it's
Yes, yes. I think under 10 is like a critical success, but we're not gonna fuck with that because I haven't read the rules in over a year.
Well, that's just,
God damn it! All
that's
right,
just
someone.
lazy, Levi. I don't have
Fuck
survival.
me.
all right.
I've been corrected on the
Time to get
spelling
fucked.
of something.
On what?
Don't worry about it.
On Jace.
Thank you.
Seagull.
It was in a panic. All right.
Literally, someone was like, "Yeah, Levi's spelling like Ethan." That's the first thing I see.
Hey, it sounds how it's spelled. So as you're flying down, you see the trees. What kind of trees would you expect to find in Arizona?
Some sort of pine. Probably large stands of like red pine or some shit.
So you see these large red pines as you're. What? I fixed it.
I didn't.
God
Spelled
damn it.
his first name wrong and my first name wrong.
I didn't spell your first name.
He spelled
Oh yeah, I
his
just
first
did it
name.
fast.
Yeah, well, I did that too, and I got yelled at. So, doesn't matter. Jace, as you're flying down towards the ground, you pull your parachute and you start to,
Yeah.
descend. Your goal here, along with your team, is to try and prevent the fire from spreading. As you're flying down, you see the trees. They look like normal trees. And as you get closer to the ground, there's a flash of a blinding white light. As you try to open up your eyes, you notice something wild about the trees. So as you're descending, you can kind of gauge that the trees are a specific height, which is important as a fire, what the fuck are they called? A smoke jumper. The people who jump out of airplanes or helicopters to try and cut off the fire in more remote areas. What's important for you is the height and density of the forestry. As this white light flashes, you notice that the trees are significantly taller and, in turn, older than what you expected. So you try to make a quick maneuver. What's a skill check you feel would be fitting for that? Sleight of hands?
Maybe like spot to find a good place
Roll
to
it.
land.
Roll it.
That's a 5.
Not. Oh fuck! You have been doing this for too long, or you're a natural at this. As even though the trees are significantly taller and older than what you expected, you know that all that means is you don't have to wait as long to do this maneuver. As you swerve and dive past trees and you land on the ground and you putter your feet a little and you do just fine. You detach from your backpack, which is the parachute, and you allow it to just kind of skimmer through the ground. As you look around for any tail tell signs of a fire, and you notice that there are none. The forestry seems fine. Give me another survival check.
Oh, hell yeah. That is a 48, which is still a pass.
Nice.
With that, you look around, you walk in the direction north, where the fire would have been coming from. As you walk your way through there, you notice not as old of trees as where you had landed. You look around, you look at some of the soil, some of the trees, and you can tell that there was a fire, but it would have been a very, very long time ago. So something feels off. There is no fire where you expected it to be. There's signs of a fire a long time ago, and the trees are older than you expected. You know that the camp is to your south, since the fire was coming from the north, and you know that there's a road to the east. What do you do?
Well, a smoke drum probably have a radio, so I'm gonna try to radio the team just to see if anyone landed.
All right, you on the radio as we
You're
cut
on
to
that left.
Hans and Adolf. You guys have successfully landed in America. You're in a rental car and you're driving towards the address that was given to you. It's a campground, the same one as the passes that you were given in that envelope. As you're going, you're listening to the radio. There's some old swing music playing, which is probably historically incorrect.
We copyrighted.
As you hear a... What do you say?
What was that? Captain Jace, do you copy?
Yeah, the radio, the brother, the radio, brother. Turn that shit off. What is that?
You're slipping in another direction.
You're right. You're right. The more I drink, the more I slip.
Adolf, as you reach over and you start to fuck with the controller, it shocks you. And you hear something come back to you. You hear, turn off the radio. What do you say?
This is a secure channel. If this is civilian, please switch to a different channel. This is for official business.
You hear that over the radio.
Brother, put on the map. Are we almost there? Are we almost there? What you say, brother?
As
Oh, just an inch.
as
Alright, that should be
as he's
8.3
communicating
miles.
that to you, there's a flash of a white light, and you find yourself on a much more battered and overgrown road. As you're driving, you give me a... I think there's a drive check, isn't
You
there?
goddamn right there.
You fucking roll it!
This will be the 10s.
Right.
Alright, that is a 50 altogether, and
drive on.
is it ride or drive auto?
Drive auto.
Thank you, sir. You're right.
Yeah, much better.
Hey,
Helps.
I have no rank, so I have a 20, so that is a fail.
Alright, as there's a flash of white light and you can't really see, you're reminded of shock therapy, so you just go into a seizure
Oh,
really
shit.
quick.
There we go.
As you're driving, and you hit a pothole so hard you hear a snap, and you see one of your tires outpace you as it drives past you. As the car begins scraping and turning sideways down the road, you, sir, you hear a loud crack and scraping to the, I think I said east is where the road is.
West.
West to the west.
Okay, I go investigate.
All right, you take off. You guys, your car scrapes sideways as we cut to Stefano.
Stefano Medici.
Stefano.
You could literally read it out, and it looks just.
Well,
The only
nervous.
difference is I have an
spelled.
F instead of a PH, but the PH would make the same pronunciation.
That's fair. So Stefano.
Yeah.
You're
My
driving.
parents wanted Stephanie. They got stuck with a Stefano. That's why
That's-
the PH is in there.
That's devastating.
One tier for my character, but he's right.
As you're driving, you're driving really an antique. A ground-based vehicle is a long forgotten object. Most items are
1924.
Dark
yeah.
Streets.
for you.
Yeah.
That is not the number you sent me.
No. Remember, I sent you as a joke, Levi.
It's
Right.
too late. That's what
It's
you
the
fucking
number
said.
you meant.
That's
There
what
ain't
you
no-
fucking
I'm
said.
only in
There's no
that
hover cars.
time and day when I've smoked some of those unfiltered cigarettes that are popular around now.
It's too late. It's too late. You've laid the groundwork.
When I drank the unfiltered distilled moonshine made from cow patties.
As you're driving your land vehicle, you see a bunch of petrified
Intimate
old.
music.
God damn
That's
it!
so good.
As you're driving this
I
vehicle,
do want to note
Yes.
that I am sitting in there in like slightly too short basketball shorts.
fuck.
You know, like the bottom part of my legs are tan, the top part's very pale and hairy. I've got a wife beater on that's stained in all the wrong spots with my belly button sticking out
Oh.
and some hairs just kind of blowing in the
Is there
AC.
anything in the belly button?
Hair.
There's not like a loose Cheeto.
But like Lenten hair.
Oh,
You know? It's a good
Oh.
fire starter for later.
goddamn right.
He's so smart.
Yep. My you know, because of the way that I comb over, it's actually kind of blowing up a little.
Flat,
The breeze, yeah. Yeah.
nearly toupee.
As you're
Arizona weather is pretty rough.
as you're driving, you see plenty of stumps of long, dead, petrified trees of some kind. As you're driving through what remains of a road
I think those were pines before.
long ago, as you're driving, you see a vehicle in the distance, and you see two figures standing outside of it looking at it. What do you do?
That's exactly right.
What any good neighborly person will do, I'll drive on up next to them as
Get
I
up
reach
there.
over and crank down my window.
Effort.
You boys need any help?
As you approach and begin to grab the window, there's a flash of light, and you rub your
Ah, my
eyes. you roll-
sciatica.
As you roll down the windows, you notice that the once dead and petrified trees that surrounded you are now live and vibrant.
It's
As
about time those hit me.
God. As you guys see this individual roll up to you with probably very bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. Heavy bags, bloodshot eyes, at least a few wrinkles in the forehead.
Yeah.
Some of them crusty.
Oh!
Yeah, we could certainly use some help,
I
yeah.
got a tire iron in the back.
I
What's
haven't
wrong with your car, anyways?
I haven't had to do this
Tire snapped
in a
off.
while.
that's right, yeah.
It looked like it's a tire.
It's like an old Studebaker car. I just happen
He
to have a
knows
tire
how?
on like the back lip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I can fix it.
Yeah. Oh,
I've got
Yeah.
a spare back there. I don't know if it'll fit. I don't know that your lug pattern on there matches.
we could always try. I could always see if we have a spare in the back, yeah? I'll look in the back and see if I get lucky enough.
I'll get out with my
Roll a luck check.
flip flops.
God damn it. Both of you roll that luck check and tell me what each of you get.
62, that is a pass on my luck.
Damn.
Oh, it's actually awesome. I forgot we have an actual luck stat.
It's important.
17.
Oh,
That's
it's
pass.
under your luck, that sounds like a pass.
Yeah.
Double pass.
So you both pass. So you open up the trunk and you look around and you immediately find a tire. As you lift it, inside underneath the tire is a pump action shotgun and a note attached to it.
I
You
don't
grab it,
remember this.
you grab it, and you feel the weight of it. You bring back the pump action, and you see that it is fully loaded. And on the stock, there is one of those sleeves with 5 shells.
I put it in my pants.
You do that,
I'll look at the notes, yeah.
You open up the note?
Yeah.
and it right away you see that it is marked Scott Crossfield, and the message simply says, "You're gonna need this. Sorry it was you. We didn't have a choice."
Does anyone ever heard of this Scott Crossfield, yeah?
Roll history.
Crossfield?
So 34, that is a fail.
Cockfield.
I only have 20%.
Cock-
Means nothing.
Cockfield.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. Think he was the last guy that rented the car?
That makes so much sense. It's just sounding. It's so good.
What'd you get? B.
I got 21 and I failed.
Fantastic. As everyone's looking over the
What was the
shotgun,
roll
changing
for?
the tire.
History. You gotta roll it.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Okay,
it.
one.
As you roll it,
This is 10.
Jace,
Well, there's no.
you walk your way
60
out of the
plus.
woods and you see these
Oh,
three
shit.
individuals standing over
Fail.
an antique vehicle and a car that you don't quite recognize the model of.
Or me and Hans just sitting there with like hands on our hips, watching him do all the work.
I want to fix. I'm trying to. I put that in my pants. I grab that tire. And I'm going to fix it. I don't really give a shit about anything else.
I'm
We finally got the
definitely
tire iron.
giving shitty criticism. I don't know. I think you got to lift the bottom a little more.
God damn it.
As it's just completely.
48, and that's a pass.
Would you look at that?
Holy
yeah?
shit. Yeah,
look
so
at
you
that?
like roll your shoulders, pop your back, throw the jack under jacket,
Fucking
and you
NASCAR
swap
shit.
out this tire like it was nothing. What'd you get for your history check?
I failed
Alright, fantastic.
by 2 points.
So you have two operating vehicles. You've just stepped out of the woods. You see the three of them fixing a car. All four of you give me listen checks.
You're fucking right. We do have listen. I made sure to put mediocre points, so I failed.
What'd you get?
77.
That's
Pass
rough.
would be 45.
I rolled a 16, so I passed.
Perfect.
I got
Level
a
4.
Damn.
44, which is under a 60.
Nice.
Nice. So you, sir, Nick, Hans, you're distracted because it's weird that your friend, what was her name?
Here for outline?
Sure, that's definitely not what it was. Your friend gave you this address, paid for all of this, and left. There was a gun in the trunk of the car that she had rented for you. This all feels kind of weird for you.
She didn't mention the name of the crossfield, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe the best of intentions. Maybe she thought we would see the bear, and then they shoot the bear, right? Yeah.
So, as you're
Oh,
kind of
food, I suppose.
saying
It's
this
the
out
bear.
loud to everyone,
Yeah.
the three of you hear a sound that can only be described as a roar, but instead of air being exhaled from whatever's making the sound, it's being inhaled. It's distinct and punctual. Yes, like that, but much louder. And you can't really tell how far away it's coming from, but you can tell that it's coming from down the road from where everyone had been driving from. And you, sir,
You
would
guys-
know that the campground is further down. Well, the gas station is further down the road, and then there's a split leading to the fire watch. Sorry, the fire lookout and the campground. What's
Do
up?
you have a name of the campground?
Yes.
My vote is
Pete.
Scorpion's Taint.
All right, Scorpion. We have one vote for Scorpion's Taint. What's the name of the campground?
That went Scorpion's Tank.
2 votes for Scorpion's Taint.
That's all we needed.
Scorpion State, what? Is this a contest?
Yes.
Like,
Not anymore. Scorpions. It's pronounced Toont. Scorpion Toont. But everyone just calls it Scorpion Taint.
You guys reacted. I'm assuming you guys heard that too.
yeah.
This
this-
isn't just the drugs doing this for me.
It could be either
It's-
coming from the fire watchtower or the gas station. Both are in that direction.
You see the woods too.
Was it
Yeah, we could get in the car now. The car is done. It's time to go to the campground.
Was it?
Right,
Was
he's-
the sound
yeah.
behind us or towards the campground?
It was behind you, the opposite direction of the gas station, and in turn the
The
campground.
way that I just came from.
Correct.
To the campground.
What's at the? Yeah.
No need to stay here. The time to go to the campground. Yeah.
All right. So you guys all load up. I assume Hans and Adolf get into the vehicle you were in.
Yeah, we
you
just
get into the
repaired.
vehicle
Thank
you
God.
were in.
No more
What do
potholes.
you do?
These
I
American
am
roads are horrible.
admiring both vehicles that look foreign to me. Well, not foreign. That's a really nice antique. I heard a noise. I guess you just had a flat tire.
Yeah.
No injuries.
No problems here.
Okay.
Would you like to come in?
It is
we could
worth.
go?
It is worth noting that everyone can tell that there is a distinct difference between the vehicle that Stefan is in and the vehicle that Hans and Adolf are in.
And as I look at this new vehicle, I'm like, is that like a Cybertruck? What is that?
I swear to God, I was gonna say a Tesla truck.
1924 Studebaker.
Looks like everyone here has good taste in vehicles. I'll hop in the.
Yeah, it's the boss.
Hop in with you.
One of the few land vehicles he has left.
I was heading to the campground anyway.
Yeah, first time visiting. Yeah, never seen.
Oh, okay.
Very, very excited.
All right, fantastic. So, 3 of you get in the one vehicle, and Stefan by himself gets in the other vehicle. You guys take off. So you drive for about 40 minutes, and you first
gas
arrive
station
at a
soon.
gas station.
Oh, perfect. I gotta
It is
refill
a
immediately, I'm sorry.
Admiral's. It is on the right side of the road. Look, they're less likely to sue us by using their name.
No, they would
So-
love us.
You're right. So on the right side of the road, there is an Admiral's. Everyone give me... Is there a... I want to say spot, but I don't know if that's a thing. Spot hidden. Everyone give me a spot hidden check.
Spot hidden. Shit.
I rolled a 60.
Epic fail.
I see that shit.
God damn it.
That's pretty good.
Fail.
Pass.
Oh, fail. There.
Oh, okay. So, sure and sure, notice it. So as you're driving, does anyone have intentions on stopping at the gas station? There's a plan.
Yes, if I'm in front, I'm immediately stopping at gas station. This thing only can carry, what, 3-4 gallons of gas? Let's
God
be
damn, at
real.
the most.
Come on.
As
now.
you blah, 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 you pull over and you get out.
Come on, let's be real.
You notice that this gas pump station is way the fuck nicer than anything you would have seen in Chamonix. As you see that it's got like push buttons, it's got a lot of plastic, it refers to gas costing fucking $2.50 instead of 10 cents per gallon. These prices are fucking outrageous.
I got no choice. I go ahead and check my wallet.
Those of you who passed your spot hidden check notice that it is about 7 p.m., so it's not exactly bright out with the sun starting to set, but you notice that inside the gas station there is distinctly no lights on and there is no movement. None of the windows are broken, nothing seems to be overturned from what you can tell, but there is distinctly nothing happening inside of this gas station.
Stopping to get fossil fuels. We haven't had those for thousands of years.
Yeah, you notice that this isn't a nuclear fusion station, it's a gas station.
Well, my car runs on Orfso anyways.
Oh my God.
Distilled orphan souls. It's much more
Obviously,
efficient and
it was-
cost effective.
Much
It
better than
was,
a
but it was
dream.
banned
when
back
the,
in...
when the big fuel companies made the switch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
we
you're-
outside of our vehicles or no?
Yes. I imagine you at least got out to try and fill it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh my God, there's so many options. There's so many big numbers. Let me choose a smaller number. Oh, he hit it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, as you go to pump it in, it says insert credit card.
My golly, all these new states. Oh, let me do this right. The brother, have you? Do you have the credit card? All I have is this cold hard American cash. I can't seem to use.
You two would know that if someone doesn't have a credit card, they can obviously just give the cash to the clerk at the gas station.
Maybe we should head inside, yeah? Is anyone else getting the petrol? Anyone else needs the petrol?
Would my character actually have his credit card on him?
That's up to you. Would you carry your wallet?
I'm a roll odds evens.
Let's do it.
Odds I have it, evens I don't.
You could left it in the locker. Odds you have it.
Odds have it. I'll attempt to, if I notice they're having issues with the card, I got this,
Oh,
and then I'll
yeah.
insert.
Dankeschön.
Try to pump
Perfect.
the gas.
You start pumping it up. It goes for about 3 gallons and click, done. Takes
Oh.
full.
The food.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yes. Good. Here. I look and see how much was it.
I don't know.
50.
Yeah. Fuck no.
No, it's
3 gallons, 250. I don't know.
750.
Yeah, like $8.
In the 1920s, like that was like 8 cents.
Yeah.
I'm a little frustrated, but I mean, I got no choice. I look for my cash, and my brother immediately pulls out, $10.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it $10 due? Yes. Is that enough for the petrol?
Don't worry about it.
No,
we
we insist, please, sir, please. We have to. We have
Jace.
to. Here, it's the right thing to do.
Jace,
Duncan.
roll me a history check.
Oh shit.
That is an ancient piece of fucking
Yeah,
glove. You
this
just
shit
got.
belongs to the fucking museum.
Probably gonna be a fail.
You just
Yeah,
got
that's
$500 from eBay.
You are so flabbergasted by his kindness for the fucking $10-15 you spent that you don't even really look at the money. You just pocket it. There's no question about it. But the car is filled up. Your car didn't even need orphan souls to power,
No,
so you're good.
that's been topped off.
So you guys take off.
I suppose we could say.
I'm going into the gas
I was
station.
thinking the same.
You go
refreshments.
into the gas
There's
station.
nothing moving, and I'm fucking curious.
All right, you walk up, and as you approach the
I can't leave him
doors,
alone. I gotta keep going. I gotta go with him. Go ahead.
to your guys' astonishment, as you approach, you are a little nervous because there doesn't seem to be any kind of handles on the doors. But as you approach, they begin by themselves opening, and then stop about halfway.
It is sorcery.
It's-
Witchcraft.
you two notice them thrown off by automated doors. What do you do?
Does it close again?
No, it seems to like almost grind a little and then stop.
I'll go over and look just to see if there's something obstructing it.
As you enter, you notice that with the judging by the lights being off and the doors kind of stopping, your best guess is that whatever power was feeding this building stopped. There's no current traveling to it, and the doors just don't have enough power to open the rest of the way or close the rest of the way.
Okay.
As you enter the building, roll me a survival or spot hidden.
I mean, I'll do survival because that number is ridiculous.
No, we're all going in. You know it, baby.
Do it, roll it, roll it.
53,
I got a-
and I spot hidden.
I got
Spot
a
hidden?
very
Did you
nice
pass?
number. 69, which is a pass.
Nice.
Fail.
So you did survival,
Yeah.
you did spot hidden, Pete?
Yeah.
Spot didn't fail.
We don't actually have survival
rolling
on our
for?
sheets.
You don't, really?
Yeah, we don't on the 1920s.
That is absurd. Is there anything close to that?
No, no.
Spot head.
There is not. No.
I've got 10 points in butt fuckery.
Hey, that's 10 points.
God damn it. Alright, so if I unintentionally say survival and only gesture at John, the rest of you go for spot hidden. Because that's kind of weird to me that I don't have survival in both of them.
Why can't I use shotgun for survival?
You know what? That's a fair point. So show of hands, who passed? Alright. So, the first thing you notice that when you enter into the building, observing the doors obviously, you smell decay, rot, something's dead. It's definitely not plant matter, it's something more living and organic. It smells like maybe an animal died. Smells like it's coming from behind the counter. You notice, first of all, that all the food that would be on the shelves is long gone and rotten. So like you see what would be a Twinkie is decayed away. A bag of chips is torn open by something.
That makes sense.
None of the food is still good, and all the drinks have turned green for some reason. Like algae is beginning to grow inside of it.
Something smells like shit in here.
Everything's.
And I'll, because I have like the yellow hard hat or whatever, I'll like click my little headlamp on and I'll like just start searching around.
As you click it on and you begin to search around, you notice that, like I described to him, a lot of the food and whatnot is decayed and rotten. A lot of the drinks have grown like algae. There's a lot of like green fungus almost growing on the glass. Do you go look behind the counter?
I'll take a peek, yeah.
As you take a peek over the counter, you see what remains of a person. Their chest cavity has been forcefully ripped open. Their body is well gone and rotten. A lot of black and green where flesh used to be. But distinctly, you notice that there's no moisture in them. and there seems to be almost like mushrooms surrounding where their body would be.
Hey, you guys, you should come take a look at this. This is disturbing.
My brother says it's time to leave. Time to get out of here. Time to go. We do have petrol, so maybe now is the time to go. Is it time to go to the campground and
Yeah.
no worry about the anything that's happening here? Apparently, it's all spoiled. But what brother said it's all bad.
Yeah.
So we should Alvitazen the situation. Alvitazen. Time to go. I had 2 vehicles. Me and brother had 2 vehicles now.
All right.
Seems like a good idea.
Let's
So-
head on up.
The 3 of you load up into your vehicles. What are you doing?
I'll leave too.
All right, you get into your vehicle.
This
separate
This
from
time
them.
hey, can I ride in the Cybertruck?
Studebaker.
This time?
Yeah.
So you guys load up into his vehicle, 2 in each vehicle, and you take off. Who is leading?
Me, because I can only go so fast, and that'll decide how fast we go. I already know.
That's fair.
That's how we did it last time. I went in front.
So you put your foot all the way down to the fucking floor.
Not at all.
And you
Wait a
cap out at
second.
35.
Wait a second. That sounds horrible for the gas economy and my gas mileage on this Model T.
You're right.
Of course, I'm going to only put it halfway down. I'm going to make sure the RPM stay low. It's the only way to make sure I save the gas, the petrol. I don't know when I find the next gas station.
That's true.
To be fair.
So you guys,
25.
We should probably take some gas with us. This is not as weird. Do you have any containers to carry the gas?
No, I have no containers. That's a good idea, brother. It's a good idea, brother.
so you have a moment. You gesture to your brother, who's like, "I have no container." You go back into the gas station, and you notice they have different, waters of some kind. Well, probably what used to be water. Probably what used to be 2 gallons of milk.
What are the chances of having actually like the 2-gallon ones that you get if you ran out of gas in that gas station?
Roll a luck check.
There you go. That's
While
all
you
I'm
roll
looking
that, the other 3 of you roll listen checks.
34, or no, 43. So
Pass.
passing a 90.
All right, you find one. 2 of them actually.
at. Do not pass. I like that.
They're
Yeah, it's
5
fail.
gallons each.
Would I know, like, because there's obviously a switch behind the counter to press the pumps.
Mm-hmm.
Would I know that or no?
There's such a low chance of that. What would you feel would be adequate to roll for that?
Operate heavy machinery.
Fuck it.
How
Roll it.
random is that? It's
What-
really
listen.
random.
I failed.
You could
Fail.
fail it too.
Nick, what'd you get for listen?
Oh, fail.
15? 15?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus. You.
Oh, the operate heavy machinery is only 1%. Pass. I've got points in that.
He does. It's up to
Damn.
40. It's up to 40.
You.
45.
There is something. So here's how we'll describe it. So you grab the 2 containers, you give them to your brother, and then you hear a voice whisper into your ear. Behind the counter, there's a switch. It was too late for me. It's not too late for you. As you do that, you swear for a second the skull of the body behind the counter turns to look at you, and you hear the voice say, "Run."
I take the skull and put it in my inventory.
He does have a human skull. That's so good. He's making sure his inventory is true and accurate.
I respect it.
Wow.
So you pocket it, you guys fill the gas canisters, and you don't hear anything. Once the tanks are filled up, you guys take off.
So
we'll
we have
say
2 what? 5? Are they 5 gallon or 2 gallon? How big are they?
there are 2 5s, so 10 total. So as you guys take off, you hit a fork in the road, and to the right there is a DNR sign that says Fire Lookout. To the left there is a campground, the Scorpion's Taint, or Tunt, as it is originally
Botany.
pronounced.
And I am, of course, not seeing any sign of smoke or fire.
No
or
sign.
anything.
Actually, you sir, give me a survival check.
That's right. Just you. You
Hell, you
it
and
would
you
make
alone.
sense. The trained man would be the only man.
All right,
survive.
I'll roll locksmith.
that's a pass.
What number did you get?
85 out of 90. 5.
So you not only notice that there's no sign of smoke, that the trees are older than you expected, the road is very worn out. You notice something in the distance. Leaning against one of the trees, you see a shape. It's distinct, but what stands out to you is some of the colors seem to not only look unnatural, but seem to match with the uniform you're currently wearing.
Like as we're driving along?
Yes.
Hold on. Can you stop as I'm pointing to the figure that I see to my driver?
I'll slow her down.
Give us a honk or anything, let
and
us
I
know. or
will-
no.
Oh yeah, you are from this. Yeah, I'll honk.
Yeah,
Out of nowhere.
let's go fast.
So there is a light honk. You see that their vehicle pulling off to the side. What do you do?
I'll start slowing down. Clearly something's going on.
I'm gonna
Could be the tire. It could be the
I'm
tire.
gonna look around. I'm gonna roll down the window and poke my head out.
Roll a spot hidden.
God, he's out the fucking
You.
window like a dog.
I'm like standing on the top of the car, like kind of holding myself out.
Perfect. What did you get?
I got 5.
Remember that.
So
Chase, you get out and you approach the thing
70.
leaning against a tree, not that far from the edge of the road. As you approach, you realize, first of all, that it is your uniform, the same style that you and your team wore, or would have worn, but it's a lot more battered and weathered than yours. And you notice that there seems to almost be something inside of it. And as you approach, you realize that it's a weathered and long dead corpse. It's almost mummified. It's mostly bone. The clothing doesn't seem to be too tattered or worn. It looks as though, almost as if the person wearing it died of like starvation or dehydration. And this tree is where they found their resting place, leaning against it. There doesn't seem to be any puncture wounds, any blunt force trauma, maybe not even smoke inhalation. They just seem to have laid here and gone. It's a very gaunt and almost black to the skin body.
But does it appear to be the same, like, era?
Yes. As a matter of fact, you look at the badge. What was your captain's name?
Oh, it was Captain Blaine.
You see Captain Blaine? You said?
Yeah.
You see that on the badge.
As my character would probably mildly freak out from some of the ramifications.
You notice that there's a bulge in his chest area. You know that in your coats there's an inside pocket right in about that spot.
I'll kind of rear my head back and open that up to see what's under there.
As you do that, we cut back to the older car with Adolf, like a bloodhound looking around through the forest. You notice it's getting later. It's about 8:30, so the sun is definitely starting to set. It's getting darker outside. And you notice something in the distance. It's 2 green lights. They seem to be stationary at first. And you see them slowly side shift behind a tree. And then you lose track of them for just a few seconds. And the next time you see them, it's at the top of the tree that it had just stepped behind, as it slowly begins to shift and then move drastically to the top of the next tree. And then move drastically closer to you as it moves to the top of the tree closer to you. And it continues that pattern, going from treetop to treetop, slowly making its way towards you, at no point making a sound. Nothing more than the shaking of a tree branch. What do you do with that information?
Easy
We're
better
being
than-
hunted by something unnatural. It's in the trees.
I almost get out, and then I go ahead and close the door, make sure it still keeps running.
It's coming fast, and it's not from something we know.
You keep your eye on the brother, yes? I go, get in your vehicles, yeah? It's time to move. There's
As we
something in the woods that's coming for us now, yeah?
As we cut
Something-
this to Stefano, what are you doing during all this?
Oh, I never left my car.
You just...
He got out to go fuck with what he wanted, and
Yeah, what song are you just jamming out to on the radio?
Back streets back. All right.
Sure. But I'm looking at a map in there,
It's a
probably trying
dubstep
to figure out
Backstreet Boy
where.
from
100%.
The best spot for what I'm here for.
As
might
you're
be.
looking over this map, you see a bunch of historical sites. So, the Treaty of, 3064, fall of the American Empire, all these different things on this map as you flip around. And then you hear...
Finally get to the Super Earth official map.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God damn it. As you hear Hans and Adolf shouting about something, you hear them shouting, and you've reached into the coat pocket, I assume?
Yeah.
You pull out a journal. It's weathered and battered, but it's well and filled out with a pin in the spine of it, as you hear these two
I will
shouting.
grab the journal and try to rip off his, tag.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will, if I hear them yelling, I'll hurry back to the car.
There's essentially no resistance, as the badge just seems to right off of the very battered coat. As you take off, I assume you get into the cyber car.
Yeah, and all that's... That was my boss. Dead and desiccated. But I grabbed his journal.
That's odd.
Oh, they're in the vehicle. Oh, good, oh, good. They're ready now.
I'm
As you
still
take off,
watching. So I'm out the window watching. The
roll
eyes.
another spot hidden. Does anyone else want to roll a spot hidden?
I'm on eyes on the road. I can't fuck around. Brother!
Because they're behind, right? So I
Yes. Roll with advantage if you choose to roll a spot
Pull
hidden.
out the... Can you pull out the
Okay, so first
shotgun
one.
Perfect.
to make sure we're
Sure,
safe?
I'll roll spot.
I've heard the bear. They're American bear. They could be in the woods. Pull out the shotgun just in case.
And that's a fail.
I failed.
Perfect. You're focused on driving. Stefano, you're the only person to notice it.
Yeah.
The bear cannot
As you're
climb.
driving,
Yeah.
you look in the
Bear can't
windshield
climb
and
like
you
that.
see something. 2 green lights in the trees jumping from brush to brush. It's the only thing that you really notice. There's a bit of an outline of a figure, but it's the 2 green glowing lights that stand out the most to you. As you see it moving from treetop to treetop, you
What
eventually
the
see it
fuck is
stop,
that?
and it just stays in the tree as you guys take off.
Yeah.
You guys drive for about 15 minutes and you find yourself rolling up to a camp. There's about 15 wooden cabins. It's about, we'll say, it's edging on 9 o'clock, so it's definitely getting dark outside.
I won't stop until I see one that has the air condition.
Air conditioning does not exist in 1920.
You're right. Fuck,
It's a fire.
God damn.
You guys
it.
decide what you're going to do. I'm going to go take a fucking pizza.
That's fair. I get back to my own time and own environment. We should kill the DM. We need to slay the DM. Yes, it's the only way. Take him out before he knows what we do. Yes. Shit. Whichever one's biggest. And why go in any other part besides luxury? We have earned the luxury, so we get the biggest cabin. Clearly, there's no other occupants. We take it all for ourselves. It's the German way. Why do any other? We park, we get inside, and now since he's not here, we decide what happens in there. So it's fully stocked with food.
We should take that one in that big car and clap his cheeks.
God damn it! That waits till later. First, we go inside and we find the glorious hot tub, all clean, ready to go, and then we also find the food is fully stocked. There's also a foosball table while we're here. You know, I will also assume this is on the lake. There's no DM to decide, so I decide for us. So it is on the lake. So of course there is a nice a trash raft on the side. So there's of course the pontoon with 2 motors. It has ungodly horsepower for no reason, and that's what we can ride into the sunset.
I'll just start a big fire. Start a big fire. That's what I'm doing.
There is
In
the
the middle of
perfect
the
fire
campground.
pit
Nice.
for it. Of course, there's no DM. We decide.
So since it's late,
So
I never had access to fire. I always wanted to start one.
It's true.
So I started just. We get to the campground. I'm like beelining and looking for wood.
There's plenty of wood. It's fully stacked. We've already decided that yes, there is a hot tub at this campground. Yes. Also, there is this. We on the lake. Of course, there is trash raft ready to go, just in case. Yes. Yeah. And he put saying yes, and I said yeah. Yeah. That needs to be good.
And then 3. If you can't do 3 like that, you gotta do like that.
3. That's right. You gotta keep the thumb going. The thumb has the power. It's true. The thumb does. Without that opposable thumb, you're pretty fucked.
I'm remembering that for later with the future man.
Future. So we decided we are on the lake. Yes, there is the trash raft on the lake ready to go, just in case we need to ride into the sunset.
Absolutely.
Also, we have the sauna, and we also have the hot tub in this cabin that we picked. We picked the
Sure.
most luxurious,
Absolutely.
luxurious one. Yeah,
It's the one for staff.
perfect. Because I couldn't get no air condition because no exist yet. That's fair. You're right.
We wouldn't know a condition, but it might exist.
See, that's the thing, right? There's this weird metal
We picked the biggest
box.
one.
Yeah. So you go to the largest building, and inside of it there is the sauna and air conditioner.
Are you getting cold?
Yes. By the water shoreline, you can see a raft of some kind. As you guys enter into this larger building, everyone give me spot hidden checks.
So I'm not gonna roll because I saw wood and I'm building a big fire in the middle of this campground.
Okay. So there's
And I'm
dried.
sprinting because I'm so excited.
So there is the campground almost seems to be built around this massive
That's definitely a
fire pit. You immediately begin gathering all the wood that you need to build a massive fire. Hans, what did you get?
The paths with the 31 out of 45.
Fantastic. Stefano,
Pass.
fantastic. Jace.
fail on
Oh,
the spot.
Jace, we'll say that you're lost in reading the journal. So you've been opening it up, you've been reading it for the time it took for you guys to travel to this location.
Am I currently inside the cabin that we are, or am I like
Your choice, in the cabin or in the vehicle. What would you prefer?
In the cabin, if there is one that was decided that we were in.
Yeah, there's a main cabin. We'll say you walk into there and there's like a little almost lobby that you sit down at and you begin to flip through this book. As the date written down on it starts at 1985 and you do a quick flip to the last page and it ends in 2005. As you begin reading through, there's at first a lot of notes taken about the fire seems to be gone. I've lost track of the team, beginning to scour. And as you flip through, tempting. As you flip through to the last few pages of the 2005, your boss refers to something following him. He simply calls it the Hollow.
The Howler?
The Hollow.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't really know what it is, but it's been following him for a very long time, and it's trying to find him. It's taken others. He refers to other survivors by name, and some that he had given up on learning names at some point, so he doesn't know their names. But he says that he's very hungry and very thirsty, and it is just him left. He figures it's going to eventually catch him, so the best he can do is leave a note and say, use fire. And that is the last few pages in the journal. You, sir, begin to build your fire. There's already a bit of a pyre built. You begin splitting and stacking more into it.
I'm not stacking. I'm straight just haul. I don't know how. I'm not aware of how fire works. So I'm just throwing the biggest fucking logs I can into this pit, and I'm sprinting, and I'm going ham. I'm just having the best time of my life. I'm living my best life, just
He hasn't had a chance to build any fires in probably 20, 30 years now.
No,
It's-
so I'm
it's
just
been
grabbing.
pretty
I
rough.
will see the biggest log I can, carry it with everything I've got, and sprint and throw it, and then do it again.
Makes sense. Hans, did you pass your spot survival?
I did.
So you enter into who has the shotgun? You or your brother?
Him.
It's in my pants
That's
concealed.
goddamn right. Hans, do you have any kind of weapon?
I have my Luger. As long it's 1920s, I was able to move it along the borders.
Absolutely.
As long
There's
as
no custody.
I did not keep it in my handbag. I kept it in my side bag that I was only able to get back in airport security.
So,
It only made perfect sense.
No,
You're right.
we came over on a boat. They didn't give a shit about that back
Yeah.
then.
Oh, that's true. This boat. Oh, my
planes
bad.
barely
My
existed.
boat. I'm sorry.
So as you are entering into this larger cabin, do you bring the Luger with you?
It's been with me the whole time. I mean, there's no need to go anywhere without German machinery. Yeah, I'd rather be safe. Yeah.
As you enter into the building, it seems to be pretty abandoned. Everything's covered in a thick layer of dust. Do you have your sidearm on you? Drawn?
No, never drawn. It would not be drawn. Why would it be? I'm
It's a
exploring a
smart
new
choice.
area. This would be fine.
As you begin to look
Looking for my
around the
sauna.
building, there's a lot of dust in the area, but the first thing you spot is what looks to be a few sparsely scattered out mushrooms and a black, almost ooze that has sunk and almost melded with the ground. At first, it seems like nothing, and then you notice that it almost seems to form a trail to a small door in the wall. It seems to be some kind of closet. As you look closer to the door, the trail of mushroom and ooze begins to grow thicker and more dense, to the point that it's undeniable that it's leading to this door. What do you do?
Well, after I put my t-shirt up, because anytime I see any fungi, I know that shit's horrible.
You run.
I have allergies. I'm German. Yeah. Oh, this may not be the best place. Maybe it's not time to go. It's time to go. Let me go here. It's time to go, my brother. It's not time. We cannot stay here. We have to find different place. Different place,
Stefano.
everyone.
Where are you during all of this?
I'd probably be keeping an eye out for whatever the heck that was in the trees, trying to
So-
see if I can spot it again.
Do you have any sort of weapons with you?
I have a 45 automatic tucked into the elastics of my and1 shorts, and a shotgun wrapped up in a burlap sack in the back of my car.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So,
To be
if
fair,
he's here in this cabin
I
with me, as I read some of those passages,
Mm-hmm.
I assume I had heard someone, because I didn't see the thing, I assumed someone said something was watching us. I would say, hey,
moving.
look, my boss said something was following him. He said use fire. And if he's the one in there with me, I'm sharing these tidbits with him as I'm reading it.
So who's all inside right now?
So I think it's the three of them
Us three,
inside of
you're
that
the one
cabin.
outside
You're
of
the
the
only
fire.
one outside.
I do have a searchlight, whatever the hell that means.
It's just a big flashlight.
Alright, I have one of those.
Perfect.
Apparently, it's written down.
Look at that.
Adolf,
Decent. Can you read it real fast?
is there a
Whoa.
pyromancy skill for
That's
you?
this guy.
What skill do you feel you want to roll to start a fire?
I do anthropology.
I don't
God
have
damn
a
it.
pyro.
Pick something.
Auto-hypnosis?
And convince him.
I can't use a roll.
Use your psychology.
Geology. He's slapping two
Look,
stones together.
I'm looking.
Talk him into something real good. I got fake chemistry.
It's not a horrible
But,
one.
bro, I got 71 in chemistry. I
Oh
don't know
my
why.
god! Where the fuck are you?
I write books, bro. What am I doing here? I'm on vacation, bro.
Pharmacy.
I've got
I'm here to make meth,
I've got
bro.
mechanic
Yeah.
repair.
You know what? Fuck it, roll it.
Hell yeah. Got a bunch of wood. It's
No,
ready to go.
I don't give a shit about starting
So-
a fire. I just want to fucking throw logs on this bitch.
Here's the thing.
I do have 2 shotguns, 1 down each leg. I've had one on my person this entire time.
Walking's rough.
Oh, I can run with those fuckers. I'm used to it.
You have
I'm
that long
keystring a
stride.
bag of cash, and I've got shotguns on both my legs.
So
Patch, I don't know
you
why.
start to think about it as we'll say it's taken them 10-15 minutes to explore this cabin, read the journal, make a decision that these mushrooms are bad, we must leave.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
In this
boys.
time you've been able to add to a pyre that already existed into the middle of this camp, and it occurs to you, I don't have to know how to start a fire. I have 10 gallons of gasoline in the car. If I just dump that out, that'll help start the
I
fire.
can't not start this. Those are brothers' gallons of gasoline. I'm not gonna do that. No.
Well, I mean, your brother surely wouldn't mind if you only took one of them, right?
Oh, he beat me. I know fucking better. Like, no, those are his. I'm not touching them.
The past was rough, yeah.
Yeah,
We've learned a lot in the past few years, yeah.
No.
Perfect. So you build this massive thing of wood, and they're like, all right, I'm done.
Is it
and then head back to find your brother.
I would look around because I like
Roll spot hidden.
Ooh.
15. I see 15 out of 70, so I see whatever's gonna get seen.
So 15 out of 17. 70?
7.
I almost had it right. With that, you look at the massive pile of wood that you've built, and you nod your head. You know that the cabin that your brother and the other two were in is behind you. As you look around, you notice that it's getting darker. And what that means is that those two lights, those two green lights you had seen in the trees, is easier to spot as you see it at the very edge of the camp that you're in. There's plenty of wooden cabins leading up to it, and you see that it's only a few, maybe 2 feet off the ground, as you see it rapidly raise well above the height of the cabins, which are no less than 2 stories tall, as it seems to almost stare you down. You can't really make out the rest of the figure of it due to the shadows. What's your question?
Is it within shotgun range?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
I whip both of those fuckers out and I'm pulling both of them.
Pow! Go ahead and roll. I think there's a use.
Shoot shotgun.
Roll it. Rifle / shotgun.
I roll a 65. Both those fuckers hit.
So
Jesus.
I
You-
lifted at 80.
you level those shotguns, you pull those triggers, and you're aiming for 2 specific targets. Both of those green lights. As you fire, and there's a wet crack sound as those lights go out. And all 4 of you hear that howl. Not necessarily an exhale howl, but an inhale of air as this almost hollow-esque roar is let loose on the outside of the camp.
Oh no. I just heard shotguns. I know my brother has a shotgun.
Yeah, I'll come running outside.
I gotta make sure everyone's all right. I gotta make sure
Creepy
there's
stalker
no
out there in the roar.
It's getting
spare parts lurking about anywhere now.
uncomfortably dark. There is the only light being produced, unless you turn on your spotlight, is the moonlight shining over the camp. Oh no, you had your
I'll probably rush out
Roll
to
a spot
with
hidden.
my axe, and I'll click that.
Do you have
Shit, I
a
guess
spot hidden?
Luger out. Goddamn, we going hard.
Do you have a spot hidden?
I sure do.
Roll it.
Fuck yeah, Pappy. Give it to me. That is. What are you supposed to try? That's a fail.
All right. So you move around, and as you're moving, we'll say that for the sake of narrative, your light is moving around through the tree line, and you don't really notice anything. But if a sharp-eyed viewer of this movie were to pause the TV for just a split second, there would be this horrendous scowl made of almost wood and bark, which is kind of technically wood, in the tree line with antlers approaching out of its forehead, looking at you. But you're in such a panic that you completely miss it as your light sweeps over its face, moving through the tree line and focusing maybe a little too much on ground level between all the cabins. What do the 4 of you do? Starting with Stefano.
Do I roll any damage?
I mean, I'm going to get my spotlight on my car.
Specifically, no. You go to get in your car,
Get the spotlight out of the car so we can actually see out here.
and you open it up and you take out your LED spotlight. We say it's one of those like almost handheld ones with like a trigger. And you
Yeah.
pull and it just illuminates a large space as you begin to sweep it around. Give me a spot hidden check.
That is a fail.
Fantastic. Once again, an eagle-eyed viewer may have noticed it as you sweep this massive light through the tree line, as you sweep past some trees. What's not noticeable to you, but maybe to viewers, is one of these redwood pine trees seems to almost start to move as your light moves past it. But you don't notice anything. Hans, what do you do?
I gotta make sure my brother's okay. Goddamn, someone shooting the shotguns. Yeah, it's so scary.
His biggest problem is that he has 2 shotguns and he can't pump both of them because he's holding both.
That, and I hope he didn't hit a person.
If he did, they're probably dead.
That'll be hard to explain again.
So you approach your brother. He seems fine. Adolf, what are you doing? You've just fired the 2 shells in the chamber.
I'm dead ass staring where I shot
Mm-hmm.
until I see my. I mean, do I see him before?
Absolutely. You popped those 2 green lights and then they were gone.
And then I see him.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 green lights there at the edge of camp. I built a massive fire. Did not want to use your gasoline.
Oh.
And then I point exactly where I shot.
I go ahead and give him the magical thumbs up. You can use that gasoline. Just one of those 5-gallon buckets. And try not to use the whole thing. But
You
that's
go to
all.
grab the 5-gallon bucket.
Just
I
to
go
get
like
some
this,
light.
I flip back, I grab these, I go, and then I stick them down my pants and I run to the gallon.
All right, you grab the gallon. I assume you start pouring it around the campfire to get that bitch started.
I do it as efficiently as possible.
You goddamn right.
I'm not gonna waste more than a half a gallon if I have to. And I do have I have 10 waterproof matches.
Shoot, what the fuck?
Jesus,
All right,
guys.
you begin to dump that out. You have the matches in your mouth as you're dumping the gasoline. Jace, Stefano, what are you doing during this time? You've seen, both of you with your lights, have seen nothing around you. You heard 2 gunshots.
I did point.
And then he pointed.
I did point directly at where I shot before I started doing that too. So I was pointing when he came up to me.
Makes sense.
What happened? What did you shoot?
He said number 2? 2 green lights. 2 green lights. And he shot them.
Where?
Over there. In the distance.
I'll point my light and look where he
As
was.
you point the light, you start off into the air and you see nothing but the tree lining. As you begin to sweep down towards the ground, you see that there's mushrooms growing out of the dirt. It seems to almost show a trail moving from the entrance to the cabin to the campground to, we'll say, your right, behind the cabin.
There's a trail of mushrooms again. From where it looked like he shot.
We may have to move from this cabin. May not be the best a place, yeah. Too many mushrooms.
I don't trust mushrooms either.
Just too many. They affect my nose. I have allergies. Yeah, allergies. Yeah, very bad. Yeah, bad nose. Bad on the nose. He got something. There was a pair. He
With
shot
that,
something.
Adolf lights the match, flicks it, and the camp is, there's a flash flame as the camp is immediately illuminated by light and flames as the 4 of you give me spot hidden checks.
Goddamn right. Which one of this is 10s always? The one I can see better is 10s.
That's
Oh,
pass.
9 out of 70.
God damn.
Pass.
I fucking passed
Fail.
finally.
Oof. So you, the flash of light blinds you for a second. Stefano no see anything. Everyone else, you see figures in the tree line. There's maybe about 20 of them. You can't really tell. They're about human height, and they seem malnourished, very scrawny and gaunt. They don't seem to really have any clothing on them. But standing in the tree line behind all these figures is maybe a 2-3 story creature of some kind. It seems to have 4 legs, behemoth, and the legs are as thick as redwood pines. and it seems to almost be shaped like a horse, where the torso leads to a neck and a massive head. And the head can only be described as a massive gaping jaw dropping as the mouth, or the top of the mouth is here, the jaw drops about a story. As the fire illuminates all this, the creature steps back, and the figures about human height begin to rapidly rush the four of you. What do the four of you do?
Aim at 2 separate figures. I pull
Is this
both these
the
out.
German way, Is something charged so fast?
I pull these out. I go.
Alright.
I don't know.
Tap and I go boom boom. So he knows exactly where I'm aiming.
All right, so you fire your
Back
2
him
rounds, you
up.
fire your Luger. What
I'm
are you
gonna
doing?
fire Luger.
Rubbing my eyes. I was blinded. I didn't see
You
it.
rub
I
your
really-
eyes and you just hear
Daddy, what?
gunshots going off. What are you doing?
I'll
It's good
grab
work.
my axe and prepare for battle. Since I'm wearing my firefighter gear, I'm gonna get really close to the fire, as close as I can get without burning myself.
That is
because
a smart man.
I'm
You-
more heat resistant.
You are so close to this fire.
That's
There's
pretty
some
good.
comfort to be found in that.
Did he communicate the fire stuff to anybody? He didn't. He never communicated to me. But all
You're
them know.
you're the only person that
But
doesn't
they all know that fire.
is-
I communicated what I knew from my journal to him,
Yeah.
or whoever was in the cabin.
It would have been
3.
those two.
So
Yeah.
log. That's time to get a log. Thank God you
So
logged that bitch
roll
up.
your shotgun check. You roll your handgun check.
You got it, sir.
36 out of 80.
Jesus. So immediately you level your shotgun and you pop 2 of them. What would be their head is just erupted, and the body just falls to the ground, unmoving, as the rest of the swarm begins to approach you.
Oh, that's a hit.
Nice. So you, same thing. Aim for the head, pop it. You make a connection. You see a spray of something behind it as it drops to the ground dead. There's only 17 of them left.
Hey, we've done good so far, boys. Your
We'll
turn
hit
next.
the top of the initiative. You guys will have 3 rounds before they get to you. There are only 17 of them left. We'll start initiative with Pete and just make our way down.
Do we add our dexterity? What do we add to this, sir?
For initiative,
Yes, sir.
we're just gonna make our way down to make things nice and smooth.
Thank you, sir.
It is already 9:50, so
No, I guess I understand, sir.
exactly.
Just
What are you doing? You have 2.
And I shoot
You
again.
pump it. Pow. That is from each shotgun 3 shells. Shotgun capacity is how much?
My shotgun is 5, and I've got. I just had.
12 gauge.
Yep, and so it's down to 4 in each.
All right, perfect. You pump it. You fire it. Roll your checks.
Uh-oh. Gonna miss eventually, bro.
Miss.
You go to fire and you blast out 2 windows on 2 cabins.
So, yeah.
No kills.
We don't want that.
You, sir,
anyway.
with your Luger, what do you do?
You got it, sir. Coming up. 60. That's a fail.
You see your brother fire out 2 windows. You figure they're in the cabins too as you fire your Luger into the cabins.
Amazing.
Stefano, what do you do?
I'll pull the 45 out of my waistband,
Mhm.
wipe the lower back sweat off of it, and shoot it.
Nasty. All right, fire it.
Keep it on. It looks good when you fire
96.
it.
I have not rolled below a 90. That's a miss.
Jesus.
I've been rolling these. It's been
Goddamn, they're in the
94, 92,
cabins
and
too.
96.
Keep
Pow,
it,
pow,
bro.
pow, pow,
Yeah.
pow.
Damn.
All right, Jace, what are you
Wish
doing?
they worked that well
You're the
during
only
D&D.
person without a firearm. You see everyone shooting into the cabins. You're not entirely sure why. What do you choose to do? Just wait by the fire?
Is there like a flaming stick or something I can grab? 'Cause I
Absolutely.
got gloves and shit on.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm gonna grab a flaming stick, and then I will try to fucking hurl it at the nearest one or nearest group of them.
Absolutely.
Not sure what to roll for that attack.
Is there a throw check?
There is a throw check.
There is. Start 25%.
There is.
Roll it.
Get it,
All right,
baby.
I've
All
got
right,
a-
so I'll give it to you. Do you want to throw it one of the 17 remaining humanoid figures, or do you want to throw it roughly where the 2 to 3 story figure was in the tree line?
I'll try to throw it at that figure.
Roll it.
Get the necromancer. What a smart man.
Well,
Jesus.
that's a fail.
You
General direction.
roll your shoulder and you go to throw it, and as you do, Stefano fires a few rounds and then takes a step to the side, steps into a pothole, trips, knocks into you, and your throw is thrown off as you go through a window that had recently been shot out. As it flies, we follow this flaming stick as it lands into a bed and it engulfs it in a fucking instant. As it begins to lick, the flames lick up the wall as the cabin is illuminated in flame almost instantaneously.
Battle keeps happening for a while, but this fucking place is horrible.
It
keeps going. It gets worse.
All right.
Oh, shit.
You have
Their
two
turn.
turns until they get to you, as they just run for their turn. As we go back to Adolf. Pow!
Oh, 26 out of 80.
God damn, you pop another 2. What does it look like?
Heads go flying.
Pow! As you split one in half, it's so gaunt. The other one, you blow its head off as well.
There's a reason he was still in the institution. It's okay.
It served the purpose.
You know.
Hans, what are you doing?
I mean, shit. The fire.
You see 15 of them.
Did the fire stick to a good job? Probably not. It didn't look like it did. Did
It lit up a building in between you and them.
Did
Man.
it make it even move?
If that did
No.
a good job, I'd be more inclined to use that further. But until then, little bitches, minions, bang. That's a mess.
God damn. Pop, pop, pop! They're still in the cabin as you unload your Luger into it. Alright, Stefano.
I'll take a shot again. That's a miss. Got below 90.
What,
86
what's your,
that time.
what's
your
your
fucking
ranks
dice up,
in
Mine's at
handgun?
50.
70. I've rolled 90s
his
and
is
80s
better.
the entire
Richie's
time.
is better.
Hey,
than I
it's a
did.
stressful
Hey.
Switch your
situation.
dice.
Nope.
What are
I
you
gotta
doing?
Stick with them.
No, I mean switch your numbers.
I have not really much for combat.
You wanna roll a survival check?
Right.
I will roll a survival.
Roll
Curse
it.
If you
him.
touch them, you're gonna curse them even more.
But yeah, I'm
Let me
gonna.
see.
I got faith
No,
in
based off the journal, I'm gonna try to keep using fire because I want to
Smart
get
man.
fire in their direction.
Mhm.
Are there any
See you again.
cabins closer to that I might be able to light?
Roll ahead and roll a survival check.
Can he still see the big
We'll look
creature?
at it.
He's around.
Breaks the fucking
That is a
chair.
4 out of 95.
Oh
So,
god.
Nice.
what you notice right away is a few things click for you. First of all, you are heavily exposed out here. You guys might have range, but no one's fucking hitting, so that doesn't mean shit.
I
So-
hit 4 of them.
That half of you aren't hitting for shit, the other half is kind of making up for that. But their numbers will surely outnumber you. Yep, that's a sentence I said. The grammar's not the best. They're gonna outnumber you. They're gonna swarm you. Your best bet is to try and funnel them. You could do that through a cabin, or maybe even the main building you were at. There's only so many windows and there's only so many doors. The other thing that clicks for you is you still have 5 gallons of gasoline. You can't see it,
We
but
have
you can.
9.5. I only use 0.5.
That's right. You have 9.5
It's in the
gallons of
car.
gasoline.
It's in
still.
the car. The other 5
You
gallons.
can't see it, but you can hear the rustling of the trees and the snapping of limbs of the creature in the distance. You can't see it because the 2 green lights are gone, but it's
Okay.
there.
I need to do with the reverse of my occupation and cause as much fire as possible. Fuck this forest. I'm gonna start a goddamn fire.
All right. So what's your plan is to run to the tree line and start a fire?
My plan is to. We need to. First, I'm calling out. There's too many. We need to like funnel them. We got a narrow gap or
We're
some
down
shit.
to
I don't know.
12, by the way. 12.
And then
I've hit 4 and he's hit 1.
I'm gonna take.
That's
A
fine.
stick.
Maybe 15.
Oh, there's 20.
Yeah, there was 20. Sorry, you're taking a stick.
I'm gonna take another flaming stick, and I'm gonna aim for a flammable-looking tree near the scary creature, and I'm gonna try to start a forest fire.
I want to give it to you. Give me one more survival check to see if
Right.
you can spot such a tree.
That perfect wayward pine. Ready to
That's
go.
a 22 out of a 95.
With the 22, you grab up the stick. We'll say you take off. I don't know. What's some kind of cloth that you have on you? That's. Oh, here's what we'll do. So
Grease.
you look around, you see a stick, you grab it, and then not too far from the fire, you notice another gaunt body. It's shriveled and decayed, and it's got mushrooms growing out of it. But distinctly, it's got a white tank top on it. So you rush over, you tear it off, you wrap that up in it, you dip it in the gasoline that you still have. Not even enough to take away from the 9.5 gallons that you have.
Yeah.
And you grab the spear and you look at the trees surrounding you, and you notice in the distance hay bales. Is that a horse stable? You're goddamn right it is. Fuck a dead tree. That hay might as well be diesel and gasoline, maybe some styrofoam. As you roll your shoulder and you give me a throw check as you javelin it.
Get it, baby.
No, the throw is probably gonna fail. 'Cause
25. Get it near it.
As it falls 10 feet away.
that is a 28 for a 20.
No, fail.
Well, you got 25 on throw.
Yeah, it should be 25.
It's 20 on this sheet.
Is
Still-
this
Modern people can't throw as well. as
Still
1920s people.
That's fair.
That makes sense.
So you go to throw the stick as you all hear that inhale howl as one of the creatures runs. As they're all fleeing towards you, you see one shoot off to the side and jump into the air to intercept the spear as it goes through its neck as it falls to the ground, squirming and dying.
You were doing the right thing. That's all that means.
Next thing, I'm gonna yeet myself. I'm gonna just run at it myself.
With 2 sticks, we going in, baby.
Ah, like the fucking orc from Lord of the Rings. Ah.
Stop him.
As
Stop
it goes
him.
back to Adolf, what do you do?
I
Putting in
see
God's
that.
work.
I throw a shotgun down my pants.
Mm-hmm.
As I do, I pump them. Chamber another round.
I'll allow it.
There you go.
And
Oh, much better.
and I give 0 fucks because I've been through a lot of pain. So
Yes,
I'm
you
like
have.
gonna reach in there and I'm gonna grab 2 sticks and I notice what he's doing and I'm gonna try and eat these 2 sticks where I thought he was trying to throw them.
Mm-hmm. Roll a throw check. You take 2 points of damage as you grab under these burning flames. The pain isn't enough to hinder you, but it still
Oh,
burns
it's a
flesh.
33 and I've got a 55 in throw.
You
Fuck yeah.
you grab these 2 flaming sticks. It scorches your flesh. It smells of bacon, weirdly, as you just hurl the 2 of them. You hear that inverted howl as creatures jump to intercept the sticks. One of them does take it to the face and it squirms to the ground as you're down another 2. As the second stick that you threw flies past one and lands into the horse stable as it is engulfed instantaneously, and it burns so bright and so hot that the trees begin to engulf in flame. And you know, sir, that it's the fucking dry season. This timber is going to take. All it's going to take is another turn, as they are a turn away from getting to you. As you hear the massive creature begin to howl from inside the tree line, as you still have these peasants to deal with. As that is Adolf's turn. Hans, what are you doing? There's still 13 of them rushing you. The fire is starting. The creature in the distance is freaking the fuck out.
So we do have that house to go back into, I suppose.
The larger building, yes.
I'll go ahead and head that. We could always try to follow them this way, yeah? Maybe towards the house. We can't get too close. As soon as I get close to the house, oh.
So we'll treat it kind of like 5e. Do you want to move your full movement to get inside of the building, or movement and action to get inside of the building, or movement to get to the building and then pop plop?
Movement to get to the building, because I don't want to be the only bitch stuck in there. And
That's
then I'm
fair.
going to go ahead and give
Roll
a bullet
it.
blast. Miss.
Blah blah.
Got 50% chance.
Stefano.
I'll listen to him and do a movement there and take a shot.
All right, roll it.
Right at the door. Hope we don't get
That's
fucked
actually a
before.
hit.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
What's it look like as you finally pop one of them?
Oh, I want to shoot him in the spleen and take it down. So he like like tries to crawl a little bit as well, and then the other 12 trample him.
That the one in the front line, like, pah! He's like, ah! As there's just a crack sound as they trample over
Yeah.
him. Jace, the fire has started.
Alright. I will grab flaming stick, and then I'm gonna follow suit, but I'm gonna wait at the door.
Okay. Defensive
I have a
stance.
plan, because if we could lure them in there, we could light it and then jump out a window and hopefully trap them in there.
So what it sounds like is you've grabbed a burning stick and maybe holstered the
Burning stick?
no, I was gonna say the like 9.5 gallons of gasoline.
Yeah.
So those are holstered on the
The
side.
Four and a half. The 5 is in the car.
Is it 5?
The 9
How
and a half's
close-
in the
There
car.
were 2 5s.
Oh.
How close is the car?
I mean, it's probably right next to you.
As long as they ain't going towards it.
I mean,
don't,
if you
don't
guys
even
hadn't-
think about it.
If you
Leave
guys
that
hadn't
car
stopped
be.
me, I'd just give him the 9.5. But you have 5 gallons of
We're
gasoline.
cutting you off. 4.5, really.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Fantastic. You've got gasoline holstered. You're holding the flaming stick as you hold by the door. As
Good.
you've hit the point where
He's in
they
front of
are
the door.
within reaching distance.
Right in front of us.
Well, actually, no. You would still have a turn because you spent.
Good.
Well,
Give us that one turn.
yeah.
You already-
It'll be a
you
turn.
already said you could.
I'll explain it. So they use their movement to get to where you were, and then they essentially dash to get to you. So they are within striking distance.
Oh.
We'll start with you. What are you doing?
You go in the
There's a
house.
striking distance?
Yes. Did you move towards the larger building with the other 3?
I had already moved. I used my turn to fucking throw. I yeeted 2 sticks.
He did the yeets.
Oh, in that
Better
case, you
fire.
didn't move any closer, so they would have swarmed you.
Yes.
So the 3 of you see as they swarm around Adolf. Go ahead and give me an attack roll, or what are you trying to do as they begin to
Because
swarm you
I'm
and
right
grab
by
at you?
the fire.
Yes, as they begin to grab onto you and they howl in your face, you see that their skin is turned almost ebony black. Their features are gone. They're gone.
They're like right at me.
Absolutely.
Whole time
I'm
doing
grabbing a
jump
big
in.
fucking log with zero concern, and I'm smacking the fuck out of anything that's in close to me, and letting go of it as soon as it smacks all of them, and then
Mhm.
running towards the cabin.
So this would be on their turn, so you're not going to get the chance to move. I'll give you an attack action at the best.
Okay.
So
Well, that's what I would do.
You swing the log.
I'll
as-
grab a big log that I think I can smack
Mhm.
the fuck out of all of them with.
All right, as you grab the log, the flames burn into your skin as
And I
you take
like
3
it.
points of damage.
3. Oh, shit.
As you swing, you take out. Roll a d4.
Oh, shit. Get it, baby.
This like, can I use this bullet?
No, that's a
D6.
D6.
Here you go. A gift for you.
It's made out of a very expensive stone.
2.
You pop, pop, pop. You take out 2 of them. You guys have whittled down half of their numbers. As you swing the log, eventually they overwhelm you as the 3 of you see these figures pinned down and hold down Adolf. As stepping out of the forest line, scorched by flame, a massive behemoth figure begins to approach as a multitude of small humanoid arms begins to crawl its way out of the mouth of this colossal creature.
Jesus.
As that is the creature's turns, we'll go to Adolf, top of the initiative order. You're pinned down. You've taken out 2 of them. They're restraining you. You can try to break from this restraint, and that's about all you can do other than shout to the other 3 survivors. What do you do?
I can't stick my legs up and shoot through my pants.
I'll give it to you.
Oh, my
So I put
God.
my pants on their
Watch
face.
your feet.
One
Yeah.
heel. I might lose some toes. We're gonna see how I roll.
Roll an attack. As you just watch your brother blow his legs off.
There's
Jesus. Oh.
I roll a 3 out of 70.
Goddamn. You all see him put a foot to the face of 2 of them and just pull the triggers as he blasts them away.
That's pretty good.
As there's only 8 of them left restraining him. As we go to Hans.
Wait, there's 8 of them restraining me?
So are there
Yes.
like 8 right around him?
I thought
Yes.
it's.
All right. Okay.
You took out, what was it, 2 of them?
Oh, I didn't realize there was 8. They can't even
There's
surround.
so many. They ran right to you because we went to the house.
Yeah, it was just you
It
by
made
yourself.
sense. All right. Not for long.
Am I able to move or no after I do that?
You're restrained.
All right. So there's 8 on them, right?
Yes.
All right. I look at it and I think with the most Ethan way. How can I just charge at them and then go sideways at the right time and take them out into the fire with me?
Is that your plan?
Yes. I cannot have my brother being
As you-
swarmed.
Out the doors, and you begin to run towards them.
I go
Am
before
I
I
able to
do.
recock as I do that, or is that all I'm able to
If
do?
we can get to your turn again, the answer will be maybe.
Before I do that, I take that Ruger, flip it around in the most Germanist. It's the German engineering. I don't know if I will make it, but I have to save my brother. That's D10, pretty good, yeah.
Thank you, German.
But that's got
I won't forget
penetration,
you.
so that could have been going
Thank
through
you.
multiple.
Don't forget
you're right,
the
but
name,
it's a one shot. So
Franz.
as you rush forward, what kind of a fucking check are you trying to make here?
I
A brawl?
I would say throw, but I'm not trained in that.
Do you have a fighting or brawl check?
No.
I've been trained in martial arts too. Could I have like possibly gotten out of grapple with martial arts?
Chemistry?
Whatever you want me to roll, bro.
You pick
Martial
something.
artist?
Roll it for me.
Hell yeah. Don't play. I'll pick history.
God damn it! I swear to fuck.
It was 41. Yes, my history is 60%, so I know.
Don't you cannot.
I know of fighting styles, but I don't
Nick,
know how to
I
use
swear
them.
to fuck.
So the only goal, I want you to know, the only goal, it's not to survive.
Yeah, it's
It's
for
just
you,
to
brother.
go ahead and fucking at the last second charge and go horizontal as good as I can, and fucking take out as many as I can, holding him, and go into the flames with him.
So for those of you who have seen The Kingdom, the guy who has the gun and fires it, his secondary tactic of just throwing himself at people
Yeah.
is exactly what Hans does. He rushes forward and he just
Effective in this.
turns sideways
right.
midair,
It worked.
takes out 2 of them.
Wait, let him roll for it.
You know
I
what?
did roll.
You're
It
right.
wasn't
Roll a
that many.
d4.
Okay, that's fair.
D6. If there's 8 of them on me, you can knock out more than that.
Jesus.
I didn't even earn that dice. Where's the other D4 I gave you?
Thick.
2.
So you take two of them out. They're the ones that were holding your brother's arms, freeing them to reload and maybe fire once again. As you and them fall into the flames.
I'm allergic to fire.
You take 8 points of damage of
Oh.
fire. As you fall into the flames and they grab onto you, holding you as they cook alive, but you
Good.
also take
But
some
they're
flame
shielding
damage.
him from the fire.
They better take 8.
Well,
too.
they're also holding him into the fire.
I take 8.
This
I
isn't
fuck
a
it.
burning log. This is being in the fire.
It's to save you, brother. You got
Also,
this.
Germans are more
Where's my
flammable.
burning log at that I swung at him with?
It's gone. You
On the
threw it.
ground next to you. As we contest Stefano.
It's fucking on the 8.
Oh god.
What are you doing?
You got a burning stick.
There's
right
only
next to
6
I've
it.
got
left.
a new plan.
There's only 6
It's
left.
a little bit of a kamikaze strat.
Wait,
I am wearing firefighter
there's
gear.
8 on me. I killed 2.
There are 6 left.
Also, there's 10 on me.
I'll
What?
There's 10 on me.
No. There.
There's 8 because I killed 2.
So there were 10 holding you down. You used your shotgun legs to pop 2 of them, which dropped it down to 8, and he took out 2 into the
I
flames.
took 2 with log, 2 with
Yeah,
shotgun. and he took
exactly.
2.
What are you doing?
So Benny.
So, since I see this, I read him my plan. How far away is that big creature?
It's slowly approaching, so we'll say it's a move and a dash away.
Okay, a move and a dash.
Yes.
My plan is I could take the gallon gasoline flaming stick, run up to it, open the can of gas, and just shove the flaming stick in it, aimed at it with myself, and just try to explode with flames on the giant thing.
That is fully an option. You would have to wait for it to be a move distance away, which is about
Yeah.
a turn away. So you would have to do nothing this. Maybe start prepping. Make sure
I
the
would
flame's
prep
going.
for it, but first I'm going to reiterate this plan to him.
All right,
If
you,
he's next to me.
Stefano, you hear his plan. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Doesn't
I
he have a
want
Luger, so
nothing
he can
to
take
do
a
with
shot
any
with
of
his
this
plan,
shit.
too.
It's
So
true.
I'm going to actually run towards my car, take a pot shot behind me, and try to get the fuck out of here.
That's
Damn
smart.
it.
guy.
Bullshit.
That's
I
smart
didn't know
guy
these
here.
people until 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this.
Goddamn. So Jace turns to you to explain his plan, and you're like already crawling out the window.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I
The
think
cars
that's
are
a good
closed.
idea. Yeah.
All right, roll your pot shot.
That's a 66. That is under 70, which is my
All right.
handgun.
As you run, blah, you just one of them was just looking at you suspiciously, so you just plop it. There's now only 5 of
You're
them.
welcome.
John,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can still shoot as you explain your plan.
So it's your move. Your
Um,
action is to shoot. You get to the car. Next turn, you can start to interact with the car.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Jace?
I can fire for a 20% chance. I'm not.
Might as well. What's the worst that
Sure.
can happen? You fucking pop Stefano in the back of the head.
That's a
Good.
16.
That's- Don't worry about damage here.
For the diamonds. Pa! As
Yeah.
you clock one in the
Yeah, I'll
head.
clock it.
German engineering. Ah!
As you plop one and you hold the rest of your turn. As we go back to Adolf, there's only
it's
4 of them left. You're fully unrestrained. You have full mobility.
Your brother did it.
What do you do?
With my legs like this, I cock my shotguns
Mm-hmm.
back.
I'm gonna get out of there.
I grab my and then what can I roll to like fucking do like that fucking crazy sit up type shit? Is it like a jump? So like I'm on my back, but I flip to land on my feet.
Yep. I have no idea.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna go with This
Climb.
guy's been an institution for a long time. He knows how to get off his back.
All right.
The straight jacket is off.
I'll
I do have it in my
fucking
pocket.
give it to you. Yeah, you're used to being restrained. You're not. You have full mobility as you jump right up, shotgun pant legs drawn. What do? Your brother is actively in the fire. It's almost maybe a sympathy to pop
Is
him.
there something?
Finish it.
There's 4 of them surrounding you. What do? Brother's in the fire. He's not restrained, but he's in the fire.
Is my brother on fire?
Yes.
I grab my brother and swat the fuck out of the 4.
Are you using your brother as the weapon?
Yeah, because he's in the fire and I know I need to get him out, but he's
Alright.
also on fire.
Roll an attack.
Martial arts?
Yeah, go for it.
Martial arts. Hell yeah.
But 34, that's a pass.
All right.
No, that's actually a 4.
Roll the d6 bullet.
Roll that bullet 6. Do it. I take that much damage along with everybody else.
Goddamn right.
Oh,
Roll
yeah.
it.
2.
You take 2 points of damage, Hans, as
Oh,
you're
yeah.
used as a weapon.
But they take fire damage and they're weak to fire.
They're dead. As you clock, roll a d4.
How many are you gonna get? Oh yeah, we gotta share a D4, don't we?
Yeah, because someone threw theirs off the table.
Where is that? I'm lost in space.
4.
Oh, Jesus. You use your brother. Blah, 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 blah. As you take out the
It
4 of
makes
them.
sense. I'm at -1.
As,
Wait,
oh,
you're at-
shit.
You had 2 health left?
I had 1 health left.
You're only at 10 health?
I
Hey.
had 9.
Mortality is a real thing in this. As you swing your brother and you're like, we've done it, brother. As you
I
look at
do-
them and his head is facing the
Can
wrong
I make
direction.
a
First aid?
can I make can I make a medicine check?
Unfortunately, it's too late.
No,
Is
his
your-
death is after -2. On our sheets, it says -2 is dead.
2 turns
-3.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Next turn. Yes.
My turn?
Yes.
-2.
You're -1.
Yeah.
I lose a hit point in turn, right?
That is correct.
That makes sense.
As
Can't you make a
Hans is-
saving throw or no?
Nope, not in Cthulhu. They don't fuck around.
Nope.
As you realize that Hans' head is facing the wrong direction. You're not sure how it happened. Maybe when you used him as a weapon.
Maybe you
But-
should have jumped in the fire.
As his
I had a perfect plan.
scorched
I could
dead
never
body
attack.
is his back is facing you, but so is his face. As we cut this to Stefano, as you hear,
So
as you see
was worth it.
the 2 Germans, one is
I killed 4.
maybe a little fucked up. What are you doing though?
I'm still getting the fuck out of here.
All right, you get in the car, you push start, and you go to take off. What direction do you head?
The way we came from.
All right, you
I'm heading
head.
that shit in reverse and trying to do a quick U.
Give me a drive auto check.
Got that shit, dog. This is
easy bad. You don't hit no tree or
Jesus
nothing
Christ.
like
that's
right
a
out.
90 on the dot. That is a fail.
All right, as you pop it in reverse and you go to drive, as Jace, you see the vehicle light up as it goes to start and begins to move as it goes backwards, as it runs directly into the pyre of fire as the logs begin to fall over the side of it.
So many orphans cry out.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey guys, electric.
We'll address that if we get back to Stefano's turn. As, Jace, it is your turn.
I'm gonna follow through with my plan,
All right, you grab the gasoline, the flaming stick.
and I run towards that beast.
All right, you begin to run towards it. You see it lumbering towards you. Its 4 massive limbs crushing into the ground as arms interwoven and connected begin to pour out of its massive jaw, almost clawing at the ground towards you as you approach.
And as soon as I get close, right before the arms can reach me, I'm gonna open it, like the end of it, and I'm gonna jam the flaming stick into it, and then just sort of yeet myself
Jump
towards
at it?
Yeah,
As you jump at it, the gasoline tank, you're, first of all, wrapped in arms as they begin to grab and claw at you. As they make contact with your skin, you feel age rippling over you. You feel years being sucked away from you as your hair thins and turns white, as your skin grows leathery, as your joints begin to hurt. Your credit score goes up, though.
Liver spots everywhere.
Liver spots! You feel the urge to watch Golden Girls. As the...
Those bitches were 40.
Oh, that's true. To watch, I don't know, the telly. Because that might exist. I don't fucking know. History, I'm not good at. But as all this is happening, you feel the gas tank also age. As it is torn apart by the hands. As gasoline pours everywhere. A liquid cools you for a second as it begins to encroach towards the tip of the flame stick as it engulfs in flame. And with that, the story of Jace ends as we cut back to Adolf. Your brother lies super fucking dead next to you.
Medicine.
Roll it.
I got a 13 out of 65.
Obviously, if you cut his head off and bring it around with you, your brother will still always be there with you to whisper into your ear.
But he's not dead on our sheet yet.
Aren't you dead on the sheet?
No, he's not. -3 is dead. He's at -2.
I feel like you told me -2 last time.
No, it's -2 then dead. I can show you on the
You,
sheet.
sir, an unwell-adjusted member of society, think that obviously if you cut your brother's head off, he'll always be there with you and is easy to carry around. As you hear,
Oh, I've got a 90 idea, motherfucker.
as you're coping with that, you see in the distance this colossal figure is erupted like dry tinder. Just a colossal flame begins to lumber and scream as it plows its way through the forest line. As you see a flash of white light, and you find yourself in an abandoned camp. Your brother's nowhere to be seen. The flame is long gone and burnt out. You don't see the large vehicle that had driven into the pyre. You don't see the damage to the tree line of the creature that had stormed away. But you do hear a vehicle in the distance driving down the road. What do you do?
I remember the lake and the pontoon. I sprint towards that fucking pontoon, and I'm gonna go fishing.
All right, you get in the pontoon. There's a fishing pole. You kick off. You and your brother's head, which I imagine is sitting next to you, kick off
I
into
have
the
a
lake.
90 idea. I would know that that would kill him, and I would know that he would almost be near death.
He would be very dead. As we cut to a vehicle, the last thing you remember is popping it in reverse and then hitting a bunch of burning logs and them encompassing your vehicle. As I don't know, what do you do in that moment as the flames?
I try to put in
Drive.
All right, you put it in the drive and you gotta take off.
yeah.
And as you drive away, you find that you find yourself in a clearing, back to petrified logs, stumps all surrounding you. Your vehicle is scorched up and burnt, but everything seems about what it was like before that white flash and those three weird individuals. What do you do?
That hookah must have hit me pretty hard. Better go find this treasure.
As you take off to find the treasure. As we cut back to the office, as Scott Crossfield nods, says, "All right," hangs up the phone, and looks through the email that had been sent to him. Keywords appear as the camera quickly pans past it. Time loop. Lost life. Stefano. Germans. Seagull. And with that, he hits send on an email, closes it, turns off his computer, puts on his jacket, and walks out of the room as we end this campaign. This one shot. Well done. Half of you survived.
I'd like to say, I'd like to think my sacrifice saved everything.
100%.
Listen.
It almost saved me.
Strenuously eject my honor. -0, -1, -2, and then dead. He made it on that fishing boat. I might be insane, but he's still there.
There we go. That's what I like to
So-
hear. That's it right there.
That's so good. So just so you have narrative idea on what they're supposed to be, the colossal creature just sucked the life out of people and then turned them into gaunt zombies, which is what those things were. They were past victims. It lives on the lost lives of things.
Nice.
The mushroom was just a narrative flair, add color.
Nana's terrified.
Any final words from anyone?
By God, that was glorious. And I'm glad the head could still be with his brother.
I found so many fucking fish.
So many. Anything from Cecil or John?
Sometimes fire is good for the forest,
That's actually very true.
That's very true.
Fantastic.
especially when there's eldritch horrors.
You goddamn right. All right, and with
I didn't know
that
it was
we
a
end
horror.
it.
Nice. People live. Hell